My favorite's the Pi Loop.
Yeah, I mean, 3.41 miles. Can't beat that.
3.14, dude.
Hello, Ridge Runner Nation. We're back and better than ever with a new edition of the Weekly Rundown, where we talk about all things trail and ultra running from Southeast Ohio and all the running news from the East Coast. I'm your host, the faster host, Michael Owen.
And I'm the better host, Wesley Harden. This week we're coming to you from the OVRC studio with results from the Frozen Gnome 50k, the South Mountains 50k, St. Croix 40, and more. We'll also highlight all the running news from the East Coast in the world of Strava. But first, a look at the Paul Barty streak.
Paul Barty extended his half marathon distance streak to 422 weeks with this 13.19 mile run. Congrats. Okay, on to race results. But first, don't forget, Ridge Runner Nation, we now only need 13 more subscribers on YouTube until we do our contest for an Iron Furnace Trail Run free race entry. Make sure to subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe for a chance to win a free entry. The Frozen Gnome 50k took place up near Chicago, and it looks like they had a good one with lots of snow on the ground and coming from the air.
You know that's where snow comes from, right?
Got me there. On the men's side, it was Corey Woldering winning and setting a new course record in 3 hours and 53 minutes. And yes, Corey wore his trademark Speedos despite the frigid temps. Rachel Burke won on the women's side, running 5 hours and 19 minutes, and she was just 6 minutes back of the women's course record.
Super fast times.
And a highlight of this course includes this video of something they call Butt Slide Hill. Take a look.
Here we are at Butt Slide Hill, one of the highlights of this particular 50k. As you can see, it takes great skill and dexterity to navigate this particular part of the course. And we're going to see whether I have that or not in about 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Woohoo! Here we go! Look, Mom! Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah, I gotta try that. That looks like a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Down in Georgia, the South Mountains 50k took place, and coincidentally, an Ohio boy won.
Pretty cool.
Alex Gold of Peebles, Ohio, took the gold with his time of 4 hours and 24 minutes. Shannon Howell, who keeps coming up on this show with her amazing results, took the women's victory in 5 hours 46 minutes. 2 Ridge Runner Nation members who were out on the course as well was Craig Reedman, who ran his first race of the year just over 7 hours. Melissa Butt was also on the course, and she finished her first 50k in just over 8 hours. Congrats to everyone, especially Alex, for representing Ohio well.
Yeah, go Ohio.
The St. Croix 40 miler took place for the first time in Upper Minnesota, and this unique race offers a run, ski, and bike option. This race is completely on snow, and you have to pull a sled carrying your own supply. Crazy. What do they think, you're Huskies or something?
Yeah.
Participants are also required to complete different survival tests along the 40-mile course. 2 of these skills tests included starting the race by laying down in your sleeping bag and having to boil water on your stove that you carried halfway through the race. Wowzers.
Crazy.
Jake Hedge won the race in 6 hours, 47 minutes for the run category. Tammy Davis was the top female in the run category in 7 hours, 34 minutes. Our very own Ridge Runner Nation member, Scott Coomer, finished around 12 hours. Nice work. To put the run times in perspective versus the other categories, 3 hours and 25 minutes was the fastest bike time, and there were just a few skiers out there, but they finished the course in 14 hours and 9 minutes. Absolutely crazy. Well done, everyone.
Would you ever do that?
Yeah, I'd give it a go.
I mean, considering you wear ski gloves like year round, you'd probably pretty get the ski option, right?
I'd try to get like a snowboard thing going. It'd be fun.
Yeah, add the 4th category.
Yes.
Good idea. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for. We have the results from our first ever Ridge Runner Nation, Ohio's Ultra Runner of the Year. If you missed the YouTube video we made about the voting last week, and that highlighted our top runners' racing resumes, be sure to check that out. We'll put the link below. There were 151 people that voted by ranking in order their top choices from our list finalists. So without further ado, here were your top 3 Ohio Ultra Runners of the Year. 3rd place female was Connie Gardner. Connie had another great year, just like her past, including a 2nd place finish at the Mohican 100 and a 110-mile 1st place finish at the Olander 24-hour. Good job, Connie. Being recognized as the 3rd best male runner was Mike Cooper. Mike started off the year with a bang with 3 straight wins, including a stout 7-hour, 22-minute Mohican 50 win. Really good race there. Mike won head-to-head against all the men on this list at one point and finished the year off with some more top 3 finishes. Voted in the second place female was Emily Collins. Emily's year had 14 total races, including 6 24-hour timed races where she went 100 plus miles. Her best performance came from the North Coast 24, where she ran a whopping 123.5 miles.
Absolutely crazy.
Great year for Emily, and congrats on her second place vote. Second place male in the voting was Brian Pullen. Brian had only 3 finishes this year, but they were all first or second place, including a stout 14-hour, 24-minute 100-miler at the Canal Corridor. Well done. And for our winners, drum roll please. Drum roll. Thank you. And our women's Ohio Ultra Runner of the Year is Lee Connor. Lee's year was highlighted by 5 big mountain 100-milers with top 3 finishes in 4 of them, and a big win at the Cruel Jewel 100. Lee's year at those mountain 100-milers gave her the nod as the top female ultra runner. And our men's Ohio Ultra Runner of the Year is Travis Zitfeld. Travis's year was strong start to finish with 7 races, finishing all in the top 2, with 4 of those being victories. His biggest 2 races was a win at the Mohican 100 and a second place at the Grindstone 100. Travis's year was the best from start to finish, and he's your male Ohio Ultra Runner of the Year. Well done everyone, and congrats to our finalists, and thank you Ridge Runner Nation for participating in the voting.
Yeah, and maybe next year you can get a win.
Yeah, I was a distant 5th in the voting, but you know what? That's what I deserved.
Yeah, they were right on.
All right, and now for our Strava rundown, where each week we highlight all the interesting activities and achievements from runners all across the East Coast. If you want to get noticed on the rundown, join the Ridge Runner Club on Strava by visiting. All right.
Michael Walker was down in Miami this past weekend and snapped these amazing photos of the Miami skyline. Just look at those palm trees and blue skies. Awesome run, Michael.
Jen Murphy ran the Castaway 5K in the Caribbean, and she took the top female spot. Congrats, Jen. Talk about a runcation. Enjoy the warm weather, Jen, because right here in Ohio, it's snowing.
Do you even know where the Caribbean is?
It's definitely not up, like you said about Antarctica 2 weeks ago.
Man, you gotta watch out for those pirates.
Whatever.
Ward Freeman ran with a few friends this weekend for his 10-mile run. The craziest part is that he wore shorts in the freezing cold conditions and the snow. His friends were making fun of him. Do you think he's tough or just stupid for the poor planning?
I think his friends are weak.
I don't know about that. Nevertheless, way to get after it this weekend.
And Chad Bowen ran out and back to Mary's Peak for his birthday run.
Love that place.
Yeah. He ran 22.6 miles, which I don't understand. Was it his 22.6 year birthday or what? Oh, anyway. He even treated himself to some ice cream. Yum. Happy birthday, Chad.
Whoa. He had an ice cream sandwich, not just some regular ice cream. We gotta make that straight. Don't disrespect.
It's all in the ice cream section at the grocery store.
Yeah, but if you're getting a sandwich where it's just a little scoop of ice cream, it's a big difference.
All right, anyway.
I got you, Chad.
Happy birthday. Let's go.
Tyler Frazier took to the snowy trails at Caesars Creek where he ran the perimeter loop. I heard that one's better than the diameter loop. He claimed that it was a picturesque day and even snapped these photos. Looking good out there, Tyler, and awesome work.
Yeah, I heard the radius loop was pretty cool too.
My favorite's the Pi Loop.
Yeah, you can't beat that 3.14 mile loop.
Nothing better. And with that, thanks for tuning in this week's Rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back next week. We'll deliver news on the Fast Track 24, the Long Haul 100, sounds very long, the Weymouth Woods 100K, and more. We'll also see if Jim Walmsley qualifies for the Olympic trials down at the Houston Half Marathon.
You think he'll do it?
I don't.
I think he will.
We'll see. In addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash the bell below, and you'll be notified every single time we release a new video. You can also find us in podcast form on Apple iTunes and Google Play. I'm your host, the better host, with the yodeling pickle, Wesley Harden.
And I'm your faster host, Michael Owen.
And we'll see you next week on the Weekly Rundown.